Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be going through my paycheck, my first paycheck of November, which I've filled in, as well as my paycheck from November 15th. So both paychecks for the month. I'm closing out the first one and then walking through this second one. So as you can see here, I have my expense tracker filled out. I was really bad about putting in the dates. And this page here is some of my sinking fund stuff that I have not fully finished tracking yet because I've been using a lot of them. A lot has been coming out and going to Christmas purchases. And so I'm trying to keep track of it all. So I will be filling in this number at a later date. But nonetheless, it doesn't change the fact that the actual budgeting stuff is done. So what I did was I have everything highlighted here and I keep stuff color coded on the side. And then I added these numbers up and got totals down here. So I will talk through all of these totals on this page. What I forgot to mention is this is the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. This is the printable version that I'm using on my iPad. This is the older version. She does have a new one that just came out. And the font that I'm using is Jen Plans font. You can purchase it on Etsy and I will leave both links down below. So we'll talk through what I have budgeted here. So for income, I budgeted $3,705.63. My actual was $3,710.16. We can see that all of my categories here, so medical was the same, dental the same, car insurance the same, rent the same, so was Apple. Peloton was only off by $1, and then my emergency fund was, I put $80. So these budget totals are only off by $1. Then we get into these categories. Groceries, I was over. So things I was over in, I've highlighted in red. Things I was under in have been highlighted in green. And if they equal the correct amount, I just don't have them highlighted. So groceries, I was over by, I don't know, 30 something dollars, $32. Eating out, I was over by about 11. Amari, I was over by 125. Gas, I was under by 20. I didn't have to fill up. Household stayed the same. Miscellaneous, I was over by about $6, almost $7. So there are my totals, and these are for envelopes. I do not use cash for these categories, so I just consider this a variable area. These are my variable spending categories. Then here you'll see sinking funds. So I have them breaked by cash and then other, so that would be Chime, or if it's going towards my Ally ones. So I did put $250 and then $108. And then down here under student loans, you'll see that I did put the $262. It has me here as a leftover of negative $25.18. That means that I pulled that money from my cushion. So I keep a $1,000 cushion in my checking account for instances like this. The reason why I am under by negative $25.18 is because of these right here. So I have made it a point to make sure that I take out both my emergency fund and student loan stuff first. The issue I was running into in the past was that I would do all of these, my bills, I would spend in these categories, and then if I was over by the end of the month, I wouldn't want to dip into my cushion, so I would put less towards the categories that were most important to me, and that seemed a little backwards. So I wanted to make sure that I put money towards those categories first, and it will make me less likely to go over in these categories. If I do, I'm forced to pull out of my cushion, and then I feel an obligation to replenish it to get myself back to that $1,000, which I've done in my next paycheck. So this is the full glance of how my paycheck went for the beginning of November. Here is the breakdown of those specific cash envelopes. My cash ones are here, and then my other are here. Then we go into November 15th. Here is my budget for November 15th. So under my paycheck other category, I estimated $2,592.35. So this is what I budgeted pre-knowing I was under by $25.18. So under these categories, I'll show you where I have to fix things to replenish that $1,000, to get back to $1,000. So medical is $157.02, dental is $924, The things that you don't see here and in my income are what I've already put towards my HSA and 401k. I don't share my exact income total because I just don't. And so because I don't show that total, I don't show my HSA and 401k, because you'd be able to kind of figure it out by those numbers. So after medical and dental, we have my phone for $75, music $9.99, Cricket $10.76, ink, I reduced my HP ink from $10.71 to $5.99, CBD is at $51.16, rollover I originally budgeted $6.50, but it will actually be $675.18 because I'm replenishing that $25.18 that I spent in the last. Now, rollover $650 always happens in the second paycheck of a month because that's half of what I put towards rent. So I like to roll this over to the following month so I'm able to put that money towards the rent coming up. I hope that makes sense. Emergency fund, you'll see last paycheck I put only $80. This paycheck I am putting $853.19, putting our bill total at $1,822.35 with a leftover of $770. We go to these categories here. I have $770 to work with. I've budgeted $350 to groceries, $100 to eating out, $80 to Amari, $20 to gas, $40 to household, $100 to miscellaneous, putting me at $690 for these totals. When you subtract the two, I have $80 left, and I put that $80 towards Christmas. Now, the reason why I was able to still put that $25.18, which I have to put on the budget here, is because this number is actually higher. My actual number so far is slightly higher than that, and you'll see that when I fill out these numbers at the end of November. So this is also a glance at what my budget is looking like for this second paycheck in November. I'm doing a pretty terrible job of tracking these expenses. I have it on paper. I need to get it back onto my workbook here because it's just really messy. But I did want to touch base with you and show you these because I did not want to leave you hanging. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Follow me over on Instagram at Steph's Budget, and I will have all of these things linked down below. Thanks. Bye.